You
I'm
weren't
sorry.
recording.
Always press record, Kyle. Always press record.
My ears are still ringing from that too.
Chaille missed the opening belch from Chad Shank.
Oh, there'll be another. Tracy, drink a Pepsi.
We got Chaille. The Chaille's back in town. And Chad Shank is here, and Brett Erickson is here with the lovely Carrie Mitchell, bringing back the dead people's things.
Yeah,
Chaille's mom died
still dead.
suddenly. The heroin overdose. Let's just say that.
I said
Because of all the Koreans that were moving into her neighborhood, she couldn't take it anymore.
She went out guns blazing.
Told me it was a drive-by. Which is it?
That was private, Doug.
So you brought a trailer full of. We'll get to your mother in a second.
Or we don't have to.
I want to open strong with my. No, we'll get to your dead mother.
She'll still be there.
Looking up at you, as Sean Rouse says.
Well, it is. Well,
She's in the trunk of her Ford Focus right now.
we had the. Hold on, there's a story there. The house is up for sale, and their realtors are going through it, and we pulled everything out of the house, and I had some important documents and my mom's cremains and my father's cremains, and I'm thinking, where am I putting these? We're not taking them with us out here and back and all this. So we stuck them with a blanket in the back of the Ford Focus.
He covered them up with a blanket so they wouldn't be cold.
Yeah, they're back together.
They're back together.
Oh yeah.
Were they divorced?
No.
I always thought it would be funny to bury my mother and father's ashes
Yeah.
together.
Together once again.
40 years after their divorce. Like it or not. Funnier than those Brady Bunch stunts. I want my. At some point on Twitter, I saw, you should follow these people, and I saw Bisbee Tourism kind of I forget what her tweet is, and I clicked that. I'll follow Bisbee, tourism shit, and the first thing I saw, Bisbee has been nominated in a USA Today top 10 historic small towns it's like 9 days left to vote. And I'm like, well, fuck, we'll get the Killer Termites on this. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. And that we were at 18 when I found it. And on Friday, Saturday, the weakest Twitter days, the fucking Killer Termites got it from 18 to, at this taping on Sunday, in 2 days, got it to number 8 before this podcast even goes out. So I've just been silly. Just like back when we had the... what was her name? Rebecca Vitzman.
Vitzman, yeah.
Just watching.
You did the
13. Now we're 12. Fuck, we're 11.
You did the GoFundMe to try and get her a house.
Yeah,
and you were gonna get like $20,000, something, $50,000, and it fucking just kept going like through the roof.
Yeah,
and she bought a house in Seattle.
And by the way, I forgot about this till we went to the ballpark today to watch Kenny play vintage baseball. We did a GoFundMe, or I promoted a GoFundMe for the toilets at the Warren Ball Field.
Oh yeah,
and the Killer Termites came through, and those toilets are built, and someone used them. Do we have a review? Can we get a review of the toilet for the people that? This is Carrie Mitchell.
It was perfectly clean. Number one. Multiple
Wait,
stalls.
you did a number one or
no?
number
For me, either way, perfectly clean.
They only take number one, which is a bit of a problem.
Multiple stalls. Although I did not know how to turn the water off, so that's an
Always
issue.
a fucking critic. We'll get that taken care of on a different GoFundMe. But
it is interesting that instead of fixing the crappy toilets that they had there, they just went ahead and built a whole new facility away, like down the first base line.
And we were all in character as vintage baseball fans. So we're like, these touchless water troughs are amazing. How do they work?
I'm like, I don't know how to read.
when you'll be hearing this tomorrow, go to discoverbisbee.com. There's a link there, or you can just Google search USA Today Bisbee Historic Vote, whatever.
We'll also put it on your website, DougStanhope.com.
right.
We'll also put it on Kenny for Mayor and DerrickforMayor.com.
All right, and that's with the number 4.
With the number 4.
And Derrick is DERRICK for Mayor. KennyForMayor.com. So we'll have that up. The point is, fucking hammer it.
Yeah.
I know we can be. It means a shitload to this town if they were named. Because no one. They're not. They didn't even have it on the Discover Bisbee website till I started jacking them up. I'm like, come on, we already got this to number 8.
You guys are your organization is put together to exploit situations like this, and you don't even have a link on the website.
The most important part is none of the quote unquote legitimate mayoral candidates have this on social media. Their Facebooks, they don't have any fucking idea that this is going on. The sitting mayor has no idea that USA Today, America's premier free newspaper for hoteliers, shoved under your door at 7 a.m.
Whether you want it or not.
I wonder what historic town I should go to. This one's number 1.
It's a fucking great chunk of thing to put on a Wikipedia page for a town that has nothing else. Everyone will be flummoxed that we won because they don't even know it's happening. And here's the deal. I did say what we're going to do. If you guys can make Bisbee number 1 in the USA Today's best historic small town, then on the podcast following, we're going to have Mayor Kenny and Mayor Derrick reveal their 5-point platforms, and then we're going to put up a
Twitter poll.
a poll, and you guys get to vote who gets credit for making Bisbee number 1 in America in the mayoral race.
And they can crow about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's Kenny against Derrick. Those are the only two. After that snafu, where you don't know that fucking Bisbee is about to be named the best small town in America.
We're in the top 10 already.
I know.
We broke the top 10.
We're in fucking number 8 as we speak.
Well, to be fair, before you got involved, we were at 18, which is where we probably would have been, which probably wasn't something they were real proud of, so they probably didn't want to say anything.
Or until they looked up Bisbee and said, why are they in
They're not
this?
it's not gonna be number 1 without you.
No, without the Killer Termites.
Without Kenny or Derrick, we don't know yet.
Well, without the Killer Termites.
Exactly.
Chaille said it right.
Yes.
That's because
And you have no idea how fucking jacked I have been. I have shit going on. I got the book coming out. There's a million things I should be plugging. Nothing makes me more satisfied than watching us go up one more notch and one more notch. I don't give a fuck about the fucking Johnny Depp pilot or anything. I want Bisbee to be number 1, and I'm like a gambling addict. I'm fiendish about it.
Not to mention, we found out that you can vote. It started out, you could vote every 4 hours, and then I think after we got involved, it's now every 22 or 23 hours.
I don't know, but you can.
But you can vote multiple times.
Just
22 hours.
Keep voting. Retweet the link. Facebook the link.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I've been voting from different devices. It's fun. I like it. I like it when you do the Killer Termite stuff, calls to action like this, because I don't want to argue with some douchebag on Twitter. I'm not good at that. I'll let everybody else do that. I don't
I'll
want to
take
do
credit.
it, but I like this shit's fucking fun.
The only time I'll take credit from the Killer Termites is next time I go to fuck off at city council and say some dumb shit. If anyone wants to go, well, it's a serious thing. I'll go, I made fucking Bisbee number 1.
Yeah.
Then I'll take credit. But otherwise,
I
Killer
mean,
Termites
Derrick
get-
or Kenny.
So, yeah, thank you guys for that. You're making me fucking happy and sketchy. I woke up not feeling too bad this morning, and I came in here and I got on the website waiting for you guys to get back from your vegan brunch to go.
Happy and Sketchy are the nicknames of the 2 mayoral candidates, by the way.
I know who's
I'm
who.
trying to figure out.
If you have to ask, you don't live here.
The 2 dwarfs.
I came in there and I got on and I saw that it was 13 when we went to bed.
Yeah.
I woke up, it was 10. I got into the Funhouse and I'm on the computer. We're at 9 and then 8. And I was so jacked. And then I drank a cup of coffee, and I have the shakes anyway as a booze bag in the morning. But I was so amped. And then I'm like retweeting and tweet like, what should I do now? How do I get this on my other Facebook? Who has? And I got to the baseball game and I had the fucking shake so bad that I almost couldn't hold my beers walking into the stands. It's when I talked to you, Kenny, when you were down there, and I'm trying to like hold them together because if I had my hands apart, they would just spill everywhere. It was a terrifying leaving Las Vegas moment where I got them up and I barely got them to bingo, and she's looking at me like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I'm like, I shouldn't have had the coffee because I was already fucking gacked. And I gave them to her, and then she had a sneaky bottle of whiskey she brought. And I almost had to have her, I had to chug whiskey like that scene from fucking Leaving Las Vegas where he can't sign the check because he has the booze shakes. And she goes, "Do I need to take you to the hospital?" I go, no, I'm good. Fucking chugged like 3 shots of whiskey out of a fucking hip flask bottle.
Just to calm the nerves.
Yeah.
You do get behind your projects, especially when you got other shit to do.
Yeah.
You are laser fucking
There's
focused.
nothing I have more fun with than shit like this. Nothing makes me happier.
We've been talking about it since we got here last night. I mean, overnight.
I know. All I do is sit and
you
click
got
refresh
up, yeah.
and see where we're standing.
I needed something like this because I'm the same way. I have important shit to do. I need a distraction from it. I've been doing. I have to do a bunch of appeal for my disability things. I have to do a bunch of fucking lawyer work and write up statements and submit
for the
shit.
record, that podcast is going to come out after these because of the time-sensitive nature of the Bisbee for best in Bisbee, best of, you know what I'm saying.
Best historic town.
I don't
By
know.
the way, if you're looking for something else to do, this is perfect because it is tax day when this comes out.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah,
18th. So-
exactly.
Fuck off. Just
Fuck off. Sit there and just click refresh, revote.
You got something to do.
Repost, retweet.
Yeah, plus you don't have to pay your taxes. I've definitely heard that before. You don't have to pay your taxes.
Oh, and here's a very important thing is when you click on the link, you don't have to register like some other bullshit contest and sign up. You just fucking click the link and then click vote. That's it. There's no nonsense. You don't have to subscribe to anything or.
It sounds like it's attached to, or it's they track you based on your IP address. So if you have a different device, like if you go on your phone, then go to your laptop, and then go to your iPad,
Yep.
or something like that.
It's what Brendan Walsh did. He retweeted it and said the link and just said, "Hey, this is important to my dumb friend. Just click vote." No explanation. So you can post it and go, "Listen, don't ask any questions. Just vote for this. It's important to my dumb friend. I'll be your dumb friend." The voting goes through, I believe, through Sunday. So fucking hammer away.
wow, full
There's
7 days.
7 days and like 15
man.
hours at this point. So 6 days and 15 hours starting Monday.
Right now, some shithole named Thomasville, Georgia is number one. I mean,
we're
come
trying to overtake Hudson, New York right now.
Ugh.
Anyway, it'd be a fucking monster hit to get that. They'd have to put that on the sign.
Yeah.
They'd have to change the Bisbee Welcome to Bisbee sign.
Voted
number one.
historic town, #1 by USA Today. They probably sent a fucking plaque,
Fuck yeah.
right? Or we'll make one.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Hey, we forged a fucking.
That seems more
Pop-Off
likely.
Vodka
I think these
presents.
fucking polls are fucking all over and they're dumb. And
No,
what
what they probably do is USA Today charges you for your plaque.
Right.
And so
They
they just
already
keep-
have 18 plaques made. They'll charge each town for them.
They just put in first, second, third, all the way down to 18th.
All right, where do we go? It's too early to take a break.
Really?
No,
Is it?
just
Take a break. Yeah, fuck it. Take a break. All right, we'll be back with Chad Shank and Brett Erickson and Ggreg Chaille and his dead mother and father. Hey, if you're coming to Bisbee, and a lot of people tweet me that they are, if you're not a comic, I don't really pay that much attention. But if you are staying here, the rule still stands. If you're coming to Bisbee, stay at the Shady Dell if it's available. and I will step away from my book and come have a beer with you. Even Ichabod says, yay on the Shady Dell. TheShadyDell.com, TheShadyDell.com. It's a vintage trailer park. Trailers done to the nines just like it's 1958. You're going to love it. I will come down. I'll have cocktails with you. Maybe we burn a steak. I don't know. But stay there. If you're in town and I'm in town, I will see you there. And now back to the podcast, already in drudgery. All right. Yeah, no, I just want to throw out the thank yous quickly. First and foremost, whoever sent, and they did not include a note. Someone sent a 5 foot by 3 foot, I think, vinyl banner, Kenny for Mayor, with sponsors from Bill Burr to the UFC to my book. And I assume the one I did not know.
Comedy at the Palace.
Comedy at the Palace. That's the one
One thing doesn't fit.
Yeah, I go.
Everything else is connected.
I'm not familiar with that. Maybe I've played there. I don't know. But if it is, in fact, Comedy at the Palace that sent that, thank you very much. There was old-timey baseball in town today, and we unfurled the banner because Kenny for Mayor was playing in the game in the 1890s rule baseball game, so we get to unfurl the banner and chant Kenny for Mayor and sing his theme song.
Yes.
Derrick so far has not gotten a theme song. If you want to submit one, we're all ears.
Chaille, we're talking to you.
Yeah, but
Here at Derrick for Mayor, we're more concerned about the substance of the issues than silly songs that would appeal to the base level of the
Already going negative, huh? Silly songs?
I'm just saying that we care about the people of Bisbee at Derrick.
And you know what? You should have your own songwriter. The guy shouldn't have to do 2 songs for 2 candidates. I'm backing one candidate. Chad Shank's backing one candidate. So I bet you'll get I bet Derrick for Mayor will get some songs.
Well, they'll take anything right now.
Yeah.
Certainly there's more artistic people that do some similar things than what's been done. We have no flyers. We have no signs. We've had a couple, I think.
It's a little early.
It's
it's early.
For Mayor on Twitter. We're also...
Yeah, with the number 4. Both of them, it's at Kenny for number 4 Mayor and at Derrick, Derrick. There's a lot of ways to spell Derrick. But there's only one way to spell Mayor, and that's Kenny. All right, that didn't make sense. So yeah, here's other people that have sent shit. Matt Motern, Motern Heartburn is the album. It's only available on vinyl. He actually put ad space on the vinyl, which is a brilliant idea. I immediately wanted to steal it.
It's like 2 by 2 squares, 4 across the bottom and the front, and 4 across the back.
Yeah, and he threw the podcast on there. Or actually,
well, someone paid for it.
Paid for the podcast to be sponsored on Matt Motern. Explain Matt Motern.
Well, he has like a couple thousand songs on iTunes,
and they're all like 30 seconds.
So it's like if your name is Kenny and you want a happy birthday song, he's already got one, and it's a goofy song for Kenny.
Most of them are about farts
but they're
and diarrhea.
Totally, and he's just got a bajillion songs, so that's how he generates income. And this is another way.
We've
to do
played
it.
him on the show before.
He wrote a song for you.
I remember getting drunk at Sushi in Sierra Vista and listening to that on the way back.
Maybe that's our Derrick song.
Someone sent a Popov shirt. It's like a 1979. It's over there. I don't know what is that, a soccer shirt or what it is.
Yeah, it looks like a soccer shirt.
It says
a jersey.
Molehole Golf Classic, and it's a jersey.
Popov.
It's from 1979, and it was actually sponsored by Popov Vodka. Is on the tit as a sponsor.
not
So
you.
maybe they had aspirations of being something more, like I did in 1979.
Yeah, that's the last time they sponsored anything.
They sponsored what? Putt Golf, but they won't sponsor you.
Unbelievable. No, they do sponsor me. They do. They just don't know it. Someone sent me a Larry the Cable Guy brand beer bread. It's a mix to make your own beer bread. And Larry's on there pointing at you like Uncle Sam saying, you got to try it. Larry the Cable Guy beer bread. Just add beer and butter.
Available at any Dollar Tree, by the way.
It's, yeah, so thanks for that. Someone sent me, I don't know if I brought this up on another podcast, but someone sent me a fucking alternator. like, in a box, and it had a bill of sale, and it was $156.
Oh, that's so you get the core charge on your other one when you bring it back.
I have no idea. Who sent it?
Can you send me a power steering pump?
For what? Don't say that. Tell him what kind of car, because you might get it.
And then also a car to go with the power steering pump.
What else we got? Michael Ruffino wrote, I don't think he sent it. Someone sent it that said, I'd like the book. It's called Gentlemanly Repose, Confessions of a Debauched Rock and Roller. I actually read a bit of it, and then I stopped. And also that chick that sent me the, God damn it, I'm going to forget her name because I lost the book, unless it's in the Mazda. Was there a book on the passenger seat in the Mazda?
Shit.
Did you find it? Blair? God damn it, I tweeted it. So
Thick book?
No.
It might have been in the Tahoe when
don't
I was
read
dumping
big,
out shit.
thick books.
Was it a coloring book?
No, it's I remember the name of the book is Welcome to the Goddamn Ice Cube. And I started reading, and then I put it in one of the fucking cars to go to breakfast, and I haven't seen it since, and it's bothering me. But she sent that. Bibles, we got more stolen Bibles from Joseph, this box. Lulu Monkey sent us the Chad Shank and I, she sent us for the king and queen of the Funhouse, she sent us a tiara and a crown with sashes, so I immediately I didn't even make eye contact. I just took my tiara and Chad Shank put on the crown. We just tweeted that picture. And she sent us some monkey stuff. Lulu Monkey in Austin, she's the fucking best.
Yeah.
And Bingo is here, and she has a whole list of thank yous. Bingo's been manic and up and down and awake for 3 days and then sleeping for 2 solid, but she's getting shit done, and she
But I just didn't want to seem unappreciative the last time I was talking and thanking people for all the shit they sent me, because it was amazing. Their postcards, artwork, gifts, cigarettes.
She said, I got up early and I went back over to the other house because I still had a whole box of unopened.
I had hundreds of
from the nut house.
Yeah.
That's not counting the stuff that they never forwarded.
They sent so much of it back, but I took home so much mail. She said, I still have a whole box of unopened fan mail. Oops, I didn't mean to say fan mail. I know it's not fan mail. It's fan mail, baby. All right.
So postcards, what else?
But just pages and pages of letters, and there's so many kind words, and people really shared some personal stories with me, and I fucking appreciate it so much. And I went through every single fucking page of everything last night, so I've read it all, and thank you guys so much.
We'll bleep out all the F-bombs you just dropped.
Sorry. All right, that's all I got.
Family podcast here. I don't.
There was one specific one that you were reading last night.
I carry it. It was just from. I just want to say one name. They listen to the podcast too, but Bob Delaney, some 60-something-year-old person, and just shared a bunch of shit with me, and I carried it around in my fanny pack for a while.
Yeah, you were reading that last night.
Yeah.
Again.
But thank you so much, guys.
All right, well, that's the thank you portion, and now we'll go back to the podcast already in progress that we haven't started yet. Makes sense to us. Oh, I said before, we do have a couple of podcasts that we've taped already that are sitting, so we can get these out with the Bisbee thing going on. But Chad and I did a podcast, which I think was kind of fun from what I remember. I
don't remember.
It was,
when did we do a
it was
podcast?
your disability story. And
No, that went out.
That
went
did go
out.
out?
Yeah.
All right, which one did we-
the one that's sitting waiting to go out is the one that Tracy was producing it. It was before she came out to
was it-
Orange
it was
County.
with Chad.
Yeah, the two of you. And I think Kenny may have been here.
Yeah, Kenny was here.
Yeah. I haven't even
there's
listened to it yet.
So if we allude to something that was from that podcast, you'll figure it out. And
I don't think anyone here will know that because neither of you remember it, and I haven't heard it yet.
Well, we also did
my bet is
last Monday.
Didn't know we did a podcast.
I did a swap cast with Danny LaBelle, the modern philosopher.
it's out on the 25th.
Out on the 25th.
Yes, and that'll be a swap cast between us and him.
And now I hate to bust your balls, but Danny LaBelle is 370 pounds. He's a sweetheart kid. But these fucking bar stools, they're, what do you call it, pneumatic? Where you can adjust.
There is a pneumatic lever on it to
He
raise and
adjusted
lower.
2 of my bar stools at
Forever.
the base. We're actually we'll try this. We're going to see if we can fix that bar stool by getting Chad Shank. What are you, about
250?
And then we'll get Kenny on his lap. What are you, Kenny?
100 and something.
All right, and then we'll throw one of the ladies.
Kenny's embarrassed of his weight.
Don't sweat the details over there,
It's,
Kenny.
it's a cylindrical base to the thing where I guess he was leaning forward and he bent the base. So now it's like a teeter-totter, 2 of them.
It flares out. The base flares out, and that is it's almost like kind of tacoed a little bit.
Yeah, it's my fault because
yeah.
I have too many fat friends to only have these chintzy-ass bar stools. They look good, but I should have fat-friendly, which I did go out and buy 3 fat-friendly bar stools up at Copenhagen and Tucson.
And that should hold one fat-friendly friend.
It's a fat-friendly
What?
bar stool.
It doesn't get warped when you fucking...
A footstool?
There's a
rug?
reason I always
It's a
stand
couch.
up at the bar. I don't trust those seats.
Hey, here's your fat-friendly bar stool. Those cinder blocks over there? Yeah, knock yourself out.
So, yeah, that was... He felt a little embarrassed about it. Don't worry.
He just road tested it before the
Fat
the
people
next
have broke
football.
chairs here before.
Yeah.
Now I know the limit. We can get a sign.
Wait, someone broke your couch. The couch we have down in Black Knob. Someone sat on that couch and broke it.
A lot of seats have gotten broken.
Yeah. I'm just laying it out there. He's not the only one.
Yeah, a lot of like I said, people who say I don't see color. I do, but I don't see fat. I grew up with fat people. Ron Putnam, my best friends were usually fat people. My dad was a fat guy. I don't see fat till you see your fucking a wheel. You know those rolly chairs, the green ones there. I watched as I won't even say his name, but one of our friends sat in it, and I slowly watched the plastic wheel twist and break during a
buckle?
football Sunday, and it finally fell off.
Yeah.
And
Much like the defense when Aaron Rodgers is leading the Packers down the field.
That should make you want to do something different, though. Like, or even just today, you said you don't see fat, and I believe that because you tweeted a picture of you and I where my man boob is the most prominent thing in the photo, and I was like, "What a dick, man!" But
I did notice
you know
that
what?
afterwards.
If that doesn't make you do fucking push-ups, nothing will. I'll
this
tell
is
you
it.
right now.
Dude, you just said to Carrie Mitchell and I, you showed us the picture and you said, hey, is there an app that can make my man boobs go away in this picture? And as we're looking at it, he goes, I know the answer is push-ups, but if there's something I can do short of push-ups.
No, I didn't
And
say
I
that.
almost did a spit take when you said that, dude. That was so funny.
You made it funnier because I didn't say there was an
Yes, you
app.
did.
I wanted.
Oh, you wanted actual advice.
I wanted photographic control around the Funhouse. I wanted somebody to run photos by me and go, "Hey, this one where it just looks like your tit."
there were 2 pictures that were better, but that was the one you were kissing me in a tiara, and I go, I got to get the kissing one.
We can take more.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
It really isn't.
Fuck, we don't have. It's like we're out of film.
It's not dependent on film.
Or kisses.
Listen, I like kissing you. Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm fat. I can be fat.
God, we had so much fucking fun at that. You were killing me at the baseball game today, Erickson. Because I wasn't in heckler mood. Again, I had the
Hold
fucking
on.
booze shakes.
We went to the vegan thing and just happened to walk over to Lucy's new store, Redbone, in the back alley in downtown Bisbee.
Subway Street.
Subway Street. And we just bought stuff,
Yeah.
not knowing we were going to a period baseball game.
Yeah,
1890s.
I bought the outfit before I knew I was coming to a vintage 1890s baseball game.
He's got a white top hat and white tails and vest and shorts.
And flip flops.
Well, I haven't committed completely.
So what happened?
There was one beat that if we had developed that, we could have fucking killed with it. It just kind of rolled, but Kenny was on the winning team. The losing team, the Glendale Gophers, they had 2 12-year-old girls on their team.
One was a
Grown
catcher.
men on our team.
One was a catcher.
12-year-old girls.
A catcher, you got to put a girl somewhere.
Wait, we won at least, didn't
Yeah,
right?
by two runs.
Oh, all right. That's
We beat
good.
all those 12-year-old girls.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, by two men we beat them. Two runs and two.
We
men.
never saw anyone get past second base, and Trace is like, I think those numbers are just stuck on the board from the high school game.
They announced that one of the little girls that was coming up to bat, and her name was Cindy Lou, and Erickson says to the people sitting next to us, Cindy Lou who? And then I go, Cindy Lou who from Whoville?
And they just kept looking
They
at
had
us.
didn't get the Grinch that stole Christmas reference.
Wow,
Not big
how could you
readers.
not?
So then she gets a hit and goes to first base. I go, Cindy Lou who's on first? Like that could have developed so well.
I don't know who's on second. What?
What?
Third base.
Third base.
What else? I just got random shit written down.
Throw it out there.
Fuck you, RedTube. I did my taxes. Well, I don't do my taxes, but I prep them for my accountant, like you pre-clean for a maid to come in. And fuck you, RedTube. If you have that stupid video box in your grocery store and you get your 99-cent videos.
Whoa. You mean Redbox.
Redbox. Oh, RedTube. Sorry. Oh, RedTube is great.
RedTube.
You had
RedTube's
me
what
all
I.
fucking paranoid. I was like, what has RedTube got to do with my taxes?
That's what I
Clearly
call
they
my
don't know
old
what's
girlfriend, RedTube.
All right.
Fuck.
Sorry.
I'm gonna
Did
be in trouble.
Did I just do one of those War of the Worlds things where everyone's panicking?
You panicked everybody.
They're calling the
I
news
just
stations.
put in my taxes. It's tax day. Red box.
You mean Redbox.
Yeah, I went
Say it third time.
red box.
Red box.
RedTube. We'll do a separate commercial.
Also,
just
what I call
for,
my old girlfriend.
We'll do a separate commercial promoting RedTube,
Yeah.
just as a drop for that. So yeah, I was going through my credit card receipts because I'm not real. I'll go down if it's a big number. I'll go. Is that accurate? But when I do my taxes or prep them, fucking $99 charge from fucking Redbox.
A single charge?
Yeah, for not returning a fucking video that I return my videos. I look forward to going to Safeway. So if I have that video there, it gives me a reason to go to Safeway because there's nothing else to do in this best historic small town in America but go to Safeway. I don't fucking... It went back. And so I call the number on my credit card statement. If you're calling about anything else, we don't deal with that. You have to go to the website and then, no, fuck you. You know what I'm going to do, Redbox? And you know what the Killer Termites, if they are so disposed and have the time? Pad of Post-it notes. Cost you what? 99 cents. About the same as one of your fucking movies that I returned. And you know what? An out of order sign on a Post-it stuck on that fucking machine all over the country. Yeah. How long do you think before you're going to start going, oh, here's your 99 bucks back. Sorry, now we answer the phone. Fuck you, Redbox. All right, that was some morning hate I get out of. Woo, here's a stretch.
That's Doug Stanhope yoga. right there.
Your aggressiveness is so much more passive than mine because I was thinking about ways to destroy the Redbox machine already.
No, you can only ruin.
A Post-it note.
But you can
Out
ruin
of order.
Smash.
You can ruin one machine. You can ruin their bottom line by having everyone put Post-it notes. If you're
Just out of order.
vandalizing, they could catch you.
Is someone
put
gonna
a Post-it? No, not gonna.
The manager's not over by the fucking red box.
In a movie and-
He doesn't notice that, and no one's going to go, out of order, I can fix it. They just see it. and
I'll
then
try
move
it
on.
anyway.
I didn't even
I
know
posted-
people rented movies in any form still.
Well, it was funny. I had posted. Yeah, I do. Because Netflix never works when Chaille leaves.
Perfect. According to plan.
It sucked because I had, just for a goof, I rented 2 movies, and when I returned them, I put up a Post-it note with my reviews on a Post-it note. Concussion is very good, and it is. Concussion is fucking... It made me want to stop doing football. Like, we'll do a party during football season on Sundays, but not do football. It makes you hate the NFL so much. Like that. I think we talked about this on the next podcast.
Concussion's not
Your
a
guess is as good as mine.
Concussion's not a documentary, though, right? It's the Will Smith one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the movie that Jada was mad that he didn't get nominated for, which is why she boycotted.
It was it's a strong fucking movie. I had low expectations, but it's strong. And Creed, which even Hennigan talked up,
He loved
is a
that
piece
movie.
of shit. It's still formulaic. It's no better. It might be better, but it's still
the same
Yeah,
thing.
it's the same shit. I figured out how.
I don't
to
like the
fast
Rocky
forward through it.
movies, and I hate Will Smith.
I'm pretty sure we did talk about this, but fuck Redbox anyway. I'll never put post-it reviews on your box again. I'm just gonna put out of order. And I really want to start that fad. I've been tweeting about it, but when you're stuck in line at the supermarket, take a good magazine, whatever, Time or Life, and put it in front of the tabloids so no one sees Kardashian and gets sucked in.
Cover the People
or-
and the Us and the
Yeah,
World News
just-
or whatever.
Just take a stack of a good or benign magazine. I use Arizona Highways. Always has a pretty picture of Arizona, and I cover up every tabloid. So you don't have to see Michael Douglas is dying or Joan Rivers has been reincarnated or whatever. Just all that, cover up that dog shit that you're forced to look at in the checkout line.
The way you do
Start
it-
that, and tweet me pictures. I'll retweet them.
And as an added bonus, you get to piss off somebody making minimum wage who has to fix all that shit at the
They
end
don't
of
hear.
the night.
They
No,
don't
no.
hear. The
Which is always
magazine
fun.
people.
Doug does it very,
Yeah.
it's very charming in his passive aggressiveness. He will do it, and then more than likely an older person or an adult is behind you, and you will go like, "Oh, I just can't stand this Kardashian," and they're almost applauding that you are covering up, this
I think
person.
it would be pretty universally accepted. Yeah,
Absolutely.
The last time I did it, the guy behind me picked up the magazine. He'd seen me doing this and then picked up the Arizona Highways magazine. And I thought he was going to rearrange it like I'm a dick. Started reading it.
Sure.
I'm like, oh, this is working so good.
Made a sale.
Are you?
That's what it felt like.
Are you kidding me? One of those magazines, they get one space if they're lucky. You've just given them you blanketed the point of sale. That's the sweetest cherry in the entire store is that point of sale at the end.
And it's the magazine people that have to deal with that, not the Safeway employee.
yeah.
It's not their responsibility.
And
The
he
guy-
started-
circulation guy.
he
You know
started-
circulation?
He started reading the magazine you put in front.
Yeah.
You should do that with your book at all the Barnes and Nobles.
that's where that started.
That's how this started. Is that fucking? I'm not even going to say his name, but he's a douchebag. He's like the Joe Francis of authors, the Girls Gone Wild guy of authors, and they have his book in all the airport bookstores. And he's just a shady piece of shit that talks about banging chicks and fucking them over and making them cry. And so I'll always either turn his title around or cover up so people don't even see his book.
Yeah.
I should say his name.
No, don't.
No,
I know
it's
who
better
you
this
mean.
way.
Well,
Fuck
I
him.
want
I
people
know
to
who you
do
are.
that, but if
Everybody
But
knows.
still,
It is interesting trying to get
people
through
can find out who that is. And
Oh,
figure
they'll
out who
know.
that is
They'll
They'll
without
know.
saying
We
the
talked about it in
name.
the past. It is interesting trying to go through an airport, trying to get to a gate, and I'm rushing along, and I turn around and I look, and Doug's not behind me. He's at the bookstore at the whatever the fucking World News, and he's flipping around. This is important to him, even though we're trying to catch a flight.
But now you can flip them around and put a copy of Digging Up Mother in front of
exactly, yes, and we actually pitched this to DeCapo Press, who's
You're a
putting out
publisher.
my book, as a gimmick promotional thing. You guys know my predilection for flying everywhere without leaving airports just to get miles and spending fucking 70 hours just flying to do bookstore signings in airports, because that's pretty much the only place they still have bookstores. And I'll never leave an airport, and it's gimmicky enough that just the gimmick would get press. The problem is it's me and it's my book. So the theme, airports, it's not the airport. Hey, this guy's got a memoir about Well,
Well, hold on a second.
So wait, so
why
you-
can't we just do that?
I was just say, wait a minute. You don't think you could make it funny if no one came to your book
here's the
signing?
thing: you
Just
have,
set up a folding card table outside
Yeah.
until somebody makes you leave.
No, I-
you have to get
Gorilla book signing.
You have to get the book in the stores.
well,
So that's Hudson News and W.H.
if
Smith.
the book gets in the stores, you're saying it's a green light.
Yeah. I'll do that on my own. I'll do that on my own.
Can't we also
A
get
gorilla book signing?
yeah.
All right, we got to get this.
Can't-
I talked to someone. I did an interview, and the guy goes, "Oh, I'm good friends with whoever runs or knows the guy who runs Hudson News, whatever the parent company is. Every fucking airport, bookstore, gift shop is this exact.
Everything's
same
owned by a parent company. Like even if it's on the other side of security, it's not Rico's Tacos. It's run by a company that has licensed the name, whatever it is.
Every single one. I've been flying for 25 years, and every one has the neck pillows. Sale 2 for $25. Well, this is the longest sale in history. Does Guinness have a record for sale 2 for $25? You go, like, you know exactly what snacks you can get. It doesn't matter what airport it is. You know, it's the exact same snacks, the same fucking Nature Ways trail mix. Fuck, it sucks. But if we could get my book in there, we're going on a flight.
Couldn't we?
We're gonna go on Guinness Book longest record not leaving an airport. I'll break it. Absolutely.
That's over a year, I think. Hey, don't you get a number of promotional copies, the giveaways?
Yeah, but they don't have the pictures in them, and they don't have
No,
Johnny
not
Depp
those,
forward.
not those. Those are the advanced copies for people that
Oh,
review.
I don't know this.
So
That's
if there
that's a
are,
Hennigan question.
then we could just travel to airports with the promotional copies, and then just try and give them away. Not even sell them.
I'll go weird. I'll go weird.
I'm
with this.
saying it's like
yeah.
You could trade.
there are people-
hotel Bibles for copies of your book in airports. People could bring you hotel Bibles.
we
give
could
them a
we could
book.
totally involve
Yeah, actually,
Twitter in this.
If I get back on the road, that makes money.
Wait, did you say if?
Listen, you got you Killer Termites. You make fucking Bisbee #1. I will book road dates immediately, and it would be funny. I already thought about this. It doesn't work, but it would be funny to start the tour with 19 dates of the top 20 finalists for the top 10.
And fucking just crow.
gloat.
All you do is crow. Your first 10 minutes
Hello,
is just
Hudson,
about
New York. Hello, Sitka, Alaska. How's it feel of #2?
Yeah.
You
Suck
know
on
who
that.
beat you? Me.
That's a viable. I'm glad you're writing that down.
down
You
right
already-
now. Are you
I was
kidding
about
me?
to say, write that down.
I want to go to Deadwood with you guys. Write that down.
Deadwood, yeah. We
There are some really good towns.
Yeah,
there's
Yeah,
some-
I mean, they're
there's
not
some
number
solid-
one towns, but
Yeah.
they're really
No,
good
no,
towns.
no. Yeah, you could be in the top 10.
Mackinac Island is in Michigan.
Yeah, I know Mackinac Island. That bridge is fucking terrifying. I heard like a Yugo blew off that bridge in a windstorm. I'm sure it's true.
Which is what they're using to claim they should be #1.
Getting rid of Yugos one at a time.
I say, never mind.
Yeah, I get a lot of shit from people. Not a lot, but a few people tweeting. Well, what do you want? A lot of hipsters? Why would you want to be #1? You're gonna get a bunch of like tourists and hipsters. First of all, tourists are good. Yeah. That's money. That's desperately needed.
6
here.
months.
Nothing pisses me off worse. A few things do. But tourist towns that
he say
hate
few?
tourists.
Yeah. I mean, Redbox, for one.
When I lived in Vegas and locals would complain about tourists. Without tourists, did you ever see Bugsy, the movie? This was just a wind-strewn fucking strip of dead cattle. You want that? Hawaii, when they fucking bitch about tourists, you're a fucking white person. The tourists come here and you're one of them. Just because they're.
Captain Cook
Do you
was
have a
tourist.
pineapple farm? No, you probably do something tourist related. Anyway, so I don't know where the fuck I was. Chaille's dead mom. Let's just get on with it. Then we'll get the candidates on. Derrick, you holding up? Wobbling a bit?
He does know that sooner or later he will have to talk, right?
No, he gets to talk.
What do you got? Derrick has something written down. Let him
No,
slide it.
listen.
Once
Just a minute ago, Derrick came up to me on the last break. I went out to pee, and Derrick came up to me and he goes, "Hey, I just want to tell you, I do have some issues that I think are important to the residents of Bisbee." And I go, "That's exactly the way you should open, and then from there on, we'll take it."
Yeah.
I know. I want to woodshed Kenny.
I meant to warn you earlier that Derrick was going to
I
approach you
didn't know
about his
that. I
actual
didn't know that.
issues.
Cyrano
Wait a
de
minute.
Derrick.
He's going rogue.
After the baseball game, someone asked Kenny because we had paraded around the banner, and what's your platform? They keep asking him, and I said, well, his first. I just cut in, didn't let him talk. I said the first thing he's going to do is make Bisbee #1, and the lady said, well, you have my vote on that.
Hey, and Derrick is standing right next to you.
No, Derrick wasn't there.
Oh, look,
Kenny.
how did this happen? When you guys were out
We're
front
out front after the game.
and they saw you with the
ended.
banner or something?
We had Brett had paraded the banner
Yeah.
around. We had sung the song.
Well, my favorite part was right after that was when she asked Castle Rock Kenny if he owned Castle Rock. So you own Castle Rock?
And he said, if I'm mayor, we'll all own Castle Rock.
These are the people we have to
That's
do.
what he would have said if we were talking for him. Kenny, what's your platform? Here's your answer. First of all, let me ask your name. Katie? It's a very important question, and I'm glad you asked it. Can you write your name down on this sheet for me? And then you get the signatures.
By the way, Kenny.
You
then-
lost him at Katie.
Hey, Kenny.
Our candidate, Derrick for mayor, has written his important points down on the back of a beer
These are
coaster.
not the five. This is not the 5
which is what I like about him. He's a man of the people.
These are unofficial.
All right. Derrick, come on in. Derrick for mayor, DERRICK, #4 mayor. That's the @Twitter and the website.com.
The top 5 things that concern me in Bisbee that I would try to change is mayor.
No, you're not supposed to. You're not doing. Well, I guess we're doing your top 5.
Oh, that's what I was.
No,
we'll rewrite
change
this
Brett
for
can't
you.
push me.
They're unofficial.
These are unofficial.
Oh yeah. Well, the first one, #1. We
That
need to
is the
leave-
first
Wait,
one.
yeah, you see, you go from 5 down. Have you never seen?
Oh,
You work up to #1.
well, how am I going to read my?
Turn it
here?
upside
You
down.
don't have to read it upside down. You just have to start. This is going to be a long road. This is going to be a long road.
This is yes, he did flip the coaster upside down to
Yes.
try to
Hold
read.
it up to a mirror, Derrick. Try that.
He flipped it upside down and then he said,
This is like that movie where Dolly Parton tries to teach Rocky how to sing. I didn't see it either, but I know the premise. All right, Derrick.
Start at the bottom.
Start at the
Number
bottom.
5,
Yeah.
which should be #1 to most people. Oh, we need to put signs up that ask tourists to not stand in the street. Like, I love the tourists, everything about them. My only pet peeve is like when they're standing in their crosswalk, and you don't know if they're crossing or if they're taking a picture. You know, that's
All right.
number
That'll be rewritten.
4. 5-day school week for the kids of Bisbee.
That should be number 5,
To
first
keep
of
them
all.
off the streets for an extra day.
I think we should have Derrick not mention kids would probably be in our best interest.
Wait, how many?
Sidebar.
I don't know where to find them if they're not in school.
Fridays are the only days I have free.
The kids have told me.
Wait, you know kids don't vote, right?
No, but they get their walk next to the street a lot of times, and they do.
Do you
stupid-
drive drunk a lot? Because you have a lot of people in the street issue.
We have sidewalks. Wait, do kids go to school more than 5 days a week?
They only
No,
go.
they only go
they only go
4.
4 here.
4?
That's enough.
If we could
clearly.
get them back to 5 days and maybe
You're gonna lose the fucking elementary
All right,
school
number
vote
3.
right there.
No, the parents want the kids in school
Do they?
because they have to pay
All
a
right,
fucking
all right.
babysitter
okay.
otherwise.
Yeah, man.
Okay, perfect.
That's kind of smart.
6 days a week.
That's 7
we got to
days.
go back to 5 days a week. And then number 3, we need to get the mine to pave the streets around here. They take so much from this community. They took a whole mountain out of Bisbee and then dug it down below, just as deep. They should pave the damn streets. I mean, if anything, if they did anything for this town, pave the streets. Number 2,
Passion.
Wow.
Showing some passion. Ken.
the police should sell half of their guns.
Which half? The front half or the back half?
I don't know. Let me turn the coaster upside down.
I actually don't have a plan for what to do with the money. It could go to the police department. They could use it for a big party for all I give a shit. But they have like 8 guns per cop in Bisbee. Something.
What's your source reference on this?
There was.
Not that we're
I
gonna.
knew he was going to ask that.
I don't remember which paper.
That's a
it was.
typical
It
gotcha
was,
question from the
hang on, wait.
mainstream media.
Please hold. Derrick just said, I don't remember which paper I read that in. Like we have so many. Like it's New York City. Was it the Post? Was it the?
It was a while
Times?
back. It was probably about almost a year ago when it came out. So
All right.
So it wasn't the USA Today where everyone's voting for the
Well, just
most
so you
historic
know,
town.
we have way less cops than a year ago, too, to the point where it was front page Bisbee Observer.
Less
they need
than
more
10?
cops. Yeah, I think there was 7 and 2 were on.
last time I asked Gino,
and
he
since
said
then, one of them
12.
got-
It sounds like a lot of those guys would only end up with half a gun under Derrick's plan.
He's pro barrel.
Well, that works out because I would have mentioned getting rid of some of the cops because it's kind of you don't need the Gestapo in a Mayberry town, you know.
I'm with you.
Back to
Ditch
number.
the clip with Derrick.
My number one concern, if I'm this is,
Hang on, drum roll.
I've been talking to
Ditch the
Gene
clip
Connors
with
about
Derrick.
this.
I like it.
For at least
Hey.
2. I've been talking to Gene about this for at least 2 years. It really bugs the shit out of me. When you're leaving the Gulch and you got to make a left or a right, there's a bunch of shit to the left, like plants and stuff, where you can't see all the cars coming. Visual obstruction at the Gulch, where you can't see the cars that are. You know where I'm talking about.
No, I never go out of the house.
Oh yeah, and if you do go to the Gulch, it's not like you're driving. So
No, you're driving.
When you leave the Gulch, you go to
Kenny
make
for
a
driver.
Left, you go to make a left or a
Sorry,
right,
I
leaving
meant
the
Derrick.
Gulch, and there's a bunch of plants and shit there, and you can't see what's coming from the left. You can't see any cars. There's plants.
So you're
That's my
against
number one.
the environment.
Yeah, I'm
He
against.
hates plants.
I saw that shit on fire one day, and I was
Listen,
I
as a
was
spokesman for
fucking
Derrick
cheered.
for mayor, let me just say that plants are out of control. Plants have been coming into this country. Plants have been stealing American plants' jobs for way too long, and we want to cut
These
them
plants
back.
did come
Cut
from Mexico. I know
them
they did.
Back.
All right, Kenny, do you want to rebut? Do you want a minute to
Good job,
think about
Derrick.
it? We could.
Can I borrow your clipboard, sir?
Wait,
I feel better
You have to
about our
write something on the
candidates.
clipboard.
I was just going to use it as a
Prop? Right
as a
here, right
prop.
here.
No, I got my clipboard. It's got 11
You're not on
signatures.
camera. Why are you wearing sunglasses?
you need notes? I thought you could freestyle.
Kenny wanted a visual prop for the
wanted a
podcast.
prop.
Hold on, let him continue.
Oh,
Look.
right. Gotcha.
Look, to his number one. First of all, I'm for the environment. We are not tearing down desert plants in our city. First of all, if you can't see, don't drive.
He hates the
yeah,
blind.
we-
He hates the blind.
No, I love the blind.
Save it for the big game, Kenny.
Sorry.
You know what? Just
Breathe.
say, listen.
Okay.
This is where you just go. We just heard him speak. It's obvious to everyone. I don't have to rebut these senseless.
Stop leading the candidate. Let him speak for himself, as our candidate did.
That is true.
I want to see if he just can repeat.
You've been woodshedding your candidate. You now mine's on the spot. You made
Wait.
him right.
I'll
All of those were
freestyle
as-
something to make you go crazy. That's all right. I'll
Wait,
see your little.
We've been woodshedding our candidate?
Yeah, you know
What's
what?
Wow, you do have cameras everywhere.
You did. He said you made him go out. I'm going to give Kenny till the next break or the next podcast because we're probably at what? We're in fuck.
We told him not to go out and write down 5 things. We specifically told him,
So-
do not write down
I'm gonna
5
check.
things.
I'm gonna
Those
check.
things were as a surprise to us.
I'm just gonna
as
do a
they were
spell
to
check.
you.
I'm just gonna do a spell check of the
No,
coaster.
that's
Listen,
don't
listen,
get petty.
what-
Don't
what-
run a negative campaign already.
We're going to go to break.
It was
We're gonna
good.
Give Kenny time to write down 5 things
It was funny.
that we will rewrite when we do
We'll
your.
see you tomorrow.
No.
Oh no, you won't.
So yeah, we'll go. We're gonna do the police beat, and then we'll get
Derrick.
back with Kenny and your rebuttal. Please hold. And now the police beat with Chad Shank out in the field. What's going on the mean streets of Bisbee this week?
A yellow 4-door Nissan truck was driving up and down Hovland Street. The person reporting stated the driver was a middle-aged white male in a white shirt, drinking beer in the vehicle and banging on the door of a residence.
You know, I think if we go back through, this is not the first report from Hovland Street, and I don't know what the candidates are going to have to say about how they're going to clean up crime in this town.
Is Hovland near us here?
Yeah, it's actually over on the other side of the Vista. It's where Mikey Palmer lives.
Oh, then who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Other
not
side
near,
of the
it's
Vista.
not near us.
Fuck them.
There's probably a lot of middle-aged white men drinking beer in their vehicle
Sure.
on that street.
In their yellow Nissan truck. They'll let anyone be a cab in Hovland.
That's almost like saying their name in this town. If you have a yellow truck, half the town probably knows. Oh, that's Jimmy. Who else has a yellow truck?
Well, there's 2 in town. And one's on blocks.
A Chihuahua was attacked by 2 large dogs on M Street. The owner thought the dog was fine at first, with just a little gash, but turned it over and found more damage.
Listen,
what?
if
Don't-
I had a nickel,
Don't fix it if it ain't broke.
don't fix it if it ain't turned over.
Turns out,
Listen, lady, turn it back over.
Hey, Doc, it hurts when I do this.
turns out she'd never seen a boner on a dog.
Yeah.
Thought it was ripped open.
For those of you new to the podcast, that's a legendary story of when Bingo first got our dog Ichabod and brought it to the vet when I was on the road because it had something wrong with its penis. Well, it had a boner. And all the people at the vet's office had to draw straws. Who's going to go out and tell her it's just
I've
a
never
boner?
heard that story.
Red Rocket! Red
fantastic.
Rocket!
Can that be as Doug Stanhope's wife, you've never seen a boner before?
That's exactly the...
Well, hacky now.
Oh!
Wait, by the way, that's my comedy name. Hacky Now.
I'm Rusty Stanchion. Nice to meet you.
Back to the police beat already in progress.
A male subject was driving up the sidewalk on West Boulevard, chasing after a female subject.
We need another verb in there. What's the problem?
I just reported. I don't make it.
Was there a knife? A
They were
chihuahua with a
5.
boner?
They were 5 years old. I'm going to put it on you. There's something to miss. All right, wow.
That
I
really
had no
that-
joke for that.
There's, but there,
That's what happens when you
Well,
let me pick them. You're supposed to pick
no,
them.
no. What's the story? I don't understand what the story is. Someone saw someone following someone.
Driving
Chasing.
up the sidewalk, chasing after a female subject.
Oh, that's lazy.
Maybe that just means someone who's 16 years old just got their driver's license. I know they like to drive on the sidewalk.
Well, there's a lot of chicks in Bisbee you can't just punch out. So, I mean, chasing them with the car on the sidewalk
As a
may be the only option.
Sends a message.
As a 35-year smoker, if I had to chase Bingo, I'd be in the pickup truck.
In the smoking area,
I'll get
50
you.
feet from the
in
door.
the smoking lane.
sidewalk. Yeah.
Go ahead. What else? What else we got?
2 sons were arguing over bedroom furniture on Nugget Street.
I don't even.
I think that was me and my brother. When my mother died.
No, we haven't got to your dead
It
mother.
was
and her
really
furniture.
loud. I didn't know it was this loud.
That's my chair.
No, you take it. No, you take it. I don't want it.
I
You
don't want
take it.
Go ahead.
At the Esperanza Apartments, a woman stated she spray painted in her bathroom and the paint got everywhere. She used gasoline to clean it. Her neighbor came over with a baseball bat, yelling that the fumes were getting into his apartment.
He was mad because he was so busy huffing gas. He didn't need to be bothered by this gas smell.
Where do you start on this one? It's the worst DIY project ever.
For a town with
Baseball bats and gasoline. Let's paint this place.
How do you get the stains out of your sink without spray paint?
in a town with so many fucking meth shacks. Not just a town, the number one
Soon to be.
historic small town in America.
With your help, Killer Termites.
And the amount of fucking meth houses, that's probably what spurred it. It's like, I'm not living next to another fucking meth lab. What's that smell? Oh, sorry.
Or it was, we're the meth lab in this neighborhood.
That could be it too.
Fuck that guy.
And she was just trying to tag her shower curtain.
She's just cleaning her toilet.
What's with the bleach smell? Cleaning a toilet, very suspicious. What do you got?
2 young males were in the pit below Bisbee Blue.
All right, that's the
Is that
pit.
the, is that the gift
I didn't-
shop? The
It's
old
closed
gift,
now.
It's
but
the old gift
it was
shop.
It was a
that's on the
turquoise place.
There's a parking lot above the pit where they used to, which would be a good platform plank in the platform, was to get that fucking gift shop or information center open again in the parking lot there. But that the Bisbee Blue was the name of that information center.
Yeah, and they sold turquoise knickknacks and stuff.
That's
After copper, turquoise is what Bisbee's known for.
I appreciate you guys clearing that up. I thought the pit was a euphemism. I didn't know why 2 young males were in the pit. So, good to know.
He thought it meant the
everybody's
throes
safe.
of passion.
Yeah.
The mosh pit. Go ahead. What happened with these 2 guys?
That's it.
They
were just in the
pit.
They were in the pit.
well, it
yeah,
does
yes.
go down 900 feet, and to
Oh,
be
900
down
feet.
to be down there was perfect.
That's all the way
It's
down.
perfect for
We're
a
gonna have
zip
to wrestle
line.
over that zip line
That's
platform. That's
zip,
the number one
zip,
platform.
Zip it.
Wait,
zip it.
wait.
Zip
no.
it.
It's zipped, but it would. They're
No,
here.
that's the.
They're in the room.
That's the. No, I meant that's the
hear you.
catchphrase they could use.
Oh,
Zip it.
Zip it. Zip line. All right. Sorry.
Whichever side he chooses, we'll choose opposite.
Zip it.
With fill
Zip it good.
Zip it or fill it.
Zip it
Fill
real
it with
good.
water and make a
Zip
lick.
it, Bisbee.
Okay. Yeah. No. I got this, but yeah, I got to zip it for the audience, not for the candidates. They don't know their platforms, nor do they have an
They
argument.
better not.
We're still making them up.
I know, but,
Nor do we.
okay.
We're doing police beat, for fuck's sake.
Okay. All right. I got that. Write that down. Just,
Got it.
Okay. Go back to the police beat.
The old cotton gin was on fire in Elfrida.
Did they? I think they wrote that just because of the vintage baseball.
Yeah.
Like that's an 1890s news story. The old cotton gin burned down. Oh, Healy's at bat.
Yep. Looks like Eli Whitney's visiting again.
A double Adobe caller advised she has a van on her property that someone has been sleeping in. She stated this happens every few months.
Wait, so Mishka's playing the stock exchange again?
I was gonna go with that's Mayor Kenny housing the homeless.
Oh, that was great.
What else you got? Chad Shank risks his life every day out there in the field to bring us back the horrible crimes that occur here in Bisbee.
I appreciate all the free booze that you give me for it. Finally, Doug, a man staying at the homeless shelter advised his prescription drugs were filled the night before, and by morning they were empty.
That story checks out, by the way.
It's the easy Alzheimer's joke goes in there.
It's called life. Brother.
Wait, was his name Adderall Jack?
Adderall Jack, Billy Jack bitch, huh? We gotta get a song parody guy. Adderall Jack goes with to Billy Jack bitch. It's an easy.
I don't
one.
know that song.
I'm just stealing Stern
I
now.
don't know that.
I hate to say no.
All right. Well, we can't play it as an outro, but we got to get Kenny back on.
We got to get back to the podcast.
Maybe this is a 2-parter. I don't know. All right, and thank you, Chad Shank, for the police beat. Chad Shank, you can follow him at at HD Fatty, like Harley Davidson, HD Fatty, Fatty.
I don't have a Harley Davidson anymore, so I like Hyman Doberman better now.
I thought it just meant you were a
made that
fat
up.
dude.
Yeah.
I thought it just meant you were a fat dude we could see really well.
Well, that part is true, so I'm keeping that part. The fatty is self-explanatory.
All right, the crowd's getting chatty. Let's break, and we'll be back with Kenny to close this out. Hey, you miserable cunts. You want to ever see me again? You go to the Stanhope store at DougStanhope.com. We have new vinyl, something to take the edge off on vinyl. That's right, something to take the edge off on vinyl. Drunk with Power pint glasses and Stanhope shot glasses, as well as T-shirts. Pop Off Vodka Presents, which is coming out as I believe we're going to put that on iTunes. We filmed that in the Funhouse. So Pop Off Vodka Presents, we have to sell those before we put the shit out because we will get the cease and desist. The Doug Stanhope podcast T-shirts. Abortion is Green is back by popular demand. Death of a Salesman as well. And we got stickers, CDs, DVDs. And now the Doug Stanhope store at DougStanhope.com. Open 24 hours. People are doing methamphetamine and staying up. You never know what hour. So please go to the merch store at DougStanhope.com and buy some shit. It keeps Chaille here. It keeps the podcast going. And you want that shit. And anything else you want, we'll make. Bye. Hey, people, when you're finished jacking off to Chad Shank's voice and you go, there's got to be something even more hardcore. Try RedTube, not to be confused with Redbox, who I just excoriated on my last podcast, or this podcast. I don't know when this goes in. So go to RedTube and type in your favorite fetish, and once you're done beating off to all of that, find they're all connected. Pornhub, HubTube, I don't know. PornTube, YouPorn.
Once I switched from YouPorn to RedTube, it was no going back.
Yeah, that's true. I'm still a RedTube guy.
Big fan.
Big fan.
I didn't know.
Your world's about to change, sir.
I at one point, I don't know how you put videos up there. I think I was trying to
Submit to the...
I was trying to get my fans to put my clips up under different fetish names, but I should have learned my lesson when I did Girls Gone Wild, and I thought it would be funny. You're just gonna make people really fucking hate you.
It seems like an anger thing.
A crank-fueled pound session. And then there's you doing a fisting joke. You like fisting? Here's a bit. No, don't do that. Anyway, RedTube. Watch RedTube, and they have new videos daily. But a lot of times I find myself beating off to that same old favorite. The classics. You go, I'm going to jerk off to, I remember that.
The Red Badge of
Humiliation
Courage.
hand job lady. Yeah, I'm going to come back to you. And no, I could never satisfy you with that dick that small. Thanks for the cock ring. RedTube, brought to you by the Doug Stanhope Podcast.
Not affiliated with the color red or tubes.
Or Redbox. Castle Rock Kenny for mayor in Bisbee.
Kenny is with us.
How you guys doing?
He got his 10 minutes to formulate 5 opinions that we will rewrite, just like Derrick's.
I'm on the edge of my seat, sir.
And you're standing.
That's 2 minutes per opinion too much.
Edge of your seat. I stopped. Danny LaBelle, I'm sorry to just trash you for destroying 2 of my stools, you fat fuck. You're a sweet kid, and it was a pleasure having you in Bisbee. And Modern Day Philosopher is the podcast, I hope.
25th.
He did my
And that'll be
Pikey
on
show.
That'll be the Swapcast will be on the 25th So yeah, I should have said something nice other than just saying you're a fat fuck that ruined my stools.
He did my Pikey show, and he was also a fat fuck that ruined all the stools. So, seems like it's his thing.
We all gotta have a gimmick.
His trademark.
Oh yeah, I guess we'll have to wait till the next podcast to see if we can fix the stool by applying fat in a different.
In much the same way that Gilligan regains his memory after having amnesia, we're just going to apply a fat person to the stool.
Bang him in the head with a coconut one more time.
I just want to say how good it makes me feel to be referred to as applied fat. That's nice.
All right, Kenny, what did you come up with?
We need parks in all these neighborhoods in this town that does not have a park. Bakerville, for one, does not have a park. We need a park. I suggest we build a park.
Boring.
Do you wait? Do you mean a place to park?
No, well, there's a lot
park?
of there's a lot of kids running around our neighborhood, and our neighborhood is the unsafest neighborhood in Bisbee, and we need to at least corral them in one spot. So.
Unsafest.
The unsafest.
But there's a
Are
lot
you
of
saying we wrangle up all of the kids and put them in one spot, like in a
At
cage?
least
like
let them play in the same area
Concentration
and
parks? Is
not
that
in
what
the
you're
street. I'm just trying to get him out of the road.
KennyForFuhrer.com is the website to
Sig
check.
Heil!
That's Kenny for mayor.
When they asked for our kids, we didn't say anything.
Yes. First, they came for my children, and I
Once-
said nothing.
I'm trying to. I did not call it concentration parks, voters.
No, your spin man did.
It's okay.
Well, there's a lot of abandoned houses in your neighborhood, so
Well, yeah, we live around
there's a
all
lot
of
of
them.
Anne Frank space.
Over every park, we could put a little trellis that has the Latin words "play, act, fry."
Never mind. I just want the basketball court for
Play
my.
shall set you free.
Play sets you free.
You really want to know the truth? I just want the basketball court for me, damn it. I don't care about the kids. I just want to play basketball at night.
That's why my candidate will win. He's a straight shooter.
After a little
Bring
bit.
back baseball to Bisbee at the oldest ballpark in the south
it's number 4 is
Mississippi.
bring back baseball.
Oh, the
Strong.
The old BYOB.
Vote number 1 in the USA Today, Bisbee, for the best, smallest town. That's my number 3. You know, I'm kind of running out of ideas. You know, other
Well,
than
3 is a lot.
Yeah, it is. It is a lot.
Well, 2, he was out, technically. That was somebody else's idea.
Yeah.
That's fine. Everything's somebody else's idea. You didn't know
And
that?
number 4, the kids in concentration camps. I'm serious about that.
That's what school is, isn't it?
He's got a point. He's got a point.
So if I agree with the Reverend on the 5 days thing that he came up with. That's fine. Go with it.
Wait, was that
Wait a
number?
minute.
Wait,
What
is that
number was
number
that?
2?
Wait a minute. I think number 4 is I agree with the other candidate on his
Where's
number
my
2.
backup here?
Fine, go
I'm
with
getting
it.
bullied by the other camp, and my backup's over here quiet.
Hang on.
No, he's bullying you too.
So
That's
true.
true.
My number 4 is his number 2, and also fine, go with it.
I'm losing voters as we speak.
okay.
That's
Was
fine.
Kenny, slow down. Was that number 2?
That was 2 and 3.
Well, you have to. What I'm going to do, because we have to build up to your number 1, but we found on Derrick's coaster, at least he spelled school SCOOL.
And police, POLIECE. Yes, I called them on him. Sorry.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at yours and check. Here, you check his spelling, Derrick, while he does
That
his
is
number
not right.
1.
Kenny, you just accused
Oh, yeah, that's
Derrick
true.
of spelling police correctly.
No. IECE
Sorry.
is not correct.
IECE, yeah. Bree just pointed out, I said, hey, Derrick, check his spelling after I've given Derrick shit about how poorly he spells words. So, yeah, he's not the man for the job.
I spell words so you can tell what they are. I don't care how many
Hey,
letters are in them.
listen, my candidate, Derrick for mayor, knows that we don't need any H's laying
Wait, I
about in
wasn't
words,
done.
not doing anything,
I need that
not
back.
contributing to the sound of the word at all. These are extra letters we don't need in words. and we're going to cut them out.
Completely agree with that, and I've actually done bits about it where Twitter is great because it's forcing you to misspell phonetically. Why is thought THOUGHT if you can put THOT thought?
What
But
is-
I wouldn't read a book that was spelled like that.
I don't need an apostrophe and can't. If I write CAN apostrophe T or no apostrophe, you still know I mean.
Are you
can't.
talking about Immanuel Kant?
CAI?
Swedish philosopher?
I don't know.
Yes.
Can't.
No, because that's with a capital K,
with a K.
of course.
There are two different meanings to that word.
All right.
Context.
Your number one.
They took my pad, so I need a minute.
yeah.
And I
You don't
really,
remember your number one thing?
What are you, Rick Perry?
I actually didn't really.
Bree, we need his notepad back.
I didn't really have a number one idea because
They took his notepad to correct his spelling. So he might not be able to read it when he gets it back.
Uh-oh. Fact check. No misspellings in Kenny's chicken scratch. He's a big speller. He's a big speller.
it's a no-brainer.
I feel like he's part of the
my God, that would be-
spelling 1%, and I think the other 99% spellers need to bring
Listen,
him down.
you get your notepad, Chaille. That would be when we do the debates as the season goes. That would be a nice beat, is to do a spelling bee.
And then
We'll allow some of the lesser candidates in if they want to come. The ones that have not promoted the USA Today poll.
I think they're afraid.
my number one is to take away the police vehicles that are just sitting in the parking lot doing nothing with full tanks of gas, wasting our city's money on nothing. So, if you want to be a police officer in Bisbee, expect to walk around in downtown Bisbee, and that's your beat. Sorry. Other than that, we're gonna have the sheriffs take care of your job. Thank you. Have a nice day.
A lot of his platform was a bit derivative, I've found. But don't worry. Once Bisbee is number one,
I love the police.
These are all unofficial.
These
Unofficial.
are unofficial. Spitballing. We're letting you. We're
This is
giving you
first
an
pass.
inside view of the writers' room. This is exactly what Trump and Hillary and Bernie and Governor Gary Johnson of the Libertarian Party. That's how their campaign started. Is there an H in school?
What, with
I
Adderall?
don't know. I'm going to ask my advisors.
I just am thinking that we waste a lot of money on every cop having their own damn car to take home instead of sharing vehicles like they do in cities.
What if they sold half the vehicles?
then sell them and give the money to the schools so that they
front
can
half?
have the kids in schools? Yes,
All
because
right.
our school system sucks.
All right. That's my candidate right
I got
there.
one
All
more rap. I got a rap. I'm gonna rap.
Yes,
a quick
so this
one.
is the
Hang
sixth
on.
point in his top five.
No, it's not.
No, he's got a closer.
This is
I got a
zero.
closer. Leave me alone,
Your
people.
candidate didn't get a fucking. He had no closing
Wait,
bit. Kenny
not
wrote
only-
a closer. Let him go.
Hi, I'm gonna rap a quick liner. 16. Vote for one between Derrick the Reverend and Castle Rock Kenny. Who's down for the tourists that make our town flourish? It's a no-brainer. Kenny for mayor.
Yes, if you think brainer rhymes with mayor, then Kenny is
It doesn't,
your man.
but it sounds all right.
All right, well, we're gonna wrap it up. Hey, here's some announcements. Merchandise. We got it for sale. We got vinyl. We'll get to your dead mother on the next podcast, which might be in 5 minutes, but they won't know.
Vinyl. We start shipping today. This is out on Monday. This is shipping today. We've been gone. We've been a little busy, and it's flying off the shelves. So
All right, so
I'm
yeah,
gonna
we-
unfollow
and
you
there's
now.
only 450. We only have 450 pressed on this run. So that's it.
450.
Yeah.
Numbered? Are they numbered? Probably not.
Did you number them?
It's. You were gone.
I got time.
I would have done whatever your wife.
Even if you don't care for Doug Stanhope's comedy, you can hear some Henry
I'll
Phillips
number 'em.
guitar, and it's pretty
in the
sweet.
Absolutely.
background. Yes.
Something to take the edge off. It's really good.
Something to
And
take the edge off.
the other thing too.
Boilermakers. Explain that to me.
It's a shot glass and a shot. Different
Pint glass. Pint glass and a shot glass.
What did I say? Shot
You
glass
also
and a
get the shot.
You don't get the shot. It's a pint glass and a shot, and there are two different graphics on there. And we reissued those from back in the what was it 2008 when we did the Big Stink tour.
That was not 2008.
That was the no.
2012 was the big stink.
All right, 2012 was the Big Stink tour. We've reissued. Yes.
let's close this up. The next podcast
It sounds
is going to suck
accusatory
if we
the way
do
you
it
said,
tonight.
You mean accusatory?
Accusatory.
The Adderall kicked in, thanks to Adderall Jack.
Adderall Jack. Someone's gonna fucking send me a Stern like song parody for Adderall Jack to Prince's Billy Jack Bitch, who was hospitalized. You see that death pool?
No.
He was hospitalized. They had a emergency land his private jet in Iowa on the way back from a gig, and it was on trade day, trade rounds for Death Pool. Get into the fucking Celebrity Death Pool. Joby has a big announcement coming up for Celebrity Death Pool. Nice. Boilermaker shots. Yeah, go to the merch page. Buy merch. It fucking keeps Chaille alive because the only inheritance he got was a whole trailer load of old furniture and a Ford Focus.
With 2 dead bodies in the back.
Yep.
How dare you, sir? Hey, by the way, I do have an employee now. Tracy is an employee, so Stanhope store has 1 employee, and I think Chad's going to be working part-time.
That's not only do we need either.
Those are for your paychecks.
Not only do we need either Derrick for mayor with the number 4, yard signs, whatever kind of swag, if you're a guy that can make swag. We also, the store has moved from Chaille's house down to a little tiny business on the decrepit, archaic Arizona Street, which is the main street of our section of Bisbee, where every business is closed. And so I bought an going out of business sign, and I'm going to get a grand opening sign to put in the window of the shop on Arizona Street. If you could see Arizona Street, just Google Earth search Arizona Street, whatever number. What's our shop is what?
I don't know.
Whatever.
Even the
200.
city doesn't know. I'm paying electrical. I'm paying electrical for someone's business. They can't tell which
So
one.
any funny sign to put, because we're going to have grand opening and going
Turns out
out
to
of
be a
business
tanning booth.
together, just to confuse. Again, no one in this town knows even about the USA Today thing. No one knows that Castle Rock Kenny doesn't own Castle Rock, which is like not thinking, oh, you own Arches National Park. It's like this giant rock.
yeah.
Just so you people know, I threatened to jump off of it. I don't own it.
The point is, people would be so confused just by that business. Is it
still own it.
opening or going
Yeah.
out of business? It doesn't make sense. They don't get the joke. So any signs that you can put in the fucking new Stanhope.com merchandise.
They may be so mad about it that they call the police beat to tell you, why isn't this store open? It says it's opening soon.
Gentrify Arizona Street.
Free meth on Juneteenth. What? You can't give away methamphetamine. It's illegal.
And when's Juneteenth?
A gacked out termite knocked on the window glass of a front Warren Street window earlier today.
4,000 T-shirts were stolen by a meth head.
All right, so please
Sold
wait,
at
can
the
I plug
farmer's
my
market.
shit?
get involved in the political process. Follow at Kenny #4 Mayor on Twitter and follow at Derrick DERRICK 4 Mayor at Twitter, and their websites are the same with the .coms. And thank you guys very much. We'll keep cranking out the podcasts now that
Yeah, can't
Chaille
wait.
is back. Chaille is back.
Hi, Chaille.
I'm
Don't
leaving.
I
Brett
get to-
Erickson is at Brett, not Brent.
And also you can go on Vimeo and buy my new special that I recorded at the Skyline Comedy Cafe for $8.99. Brett Erickson wants you to stop calling him a prophet.
Can I pirate that somehow?
Probably not. You can't figure it out, but other people probably could.
And most
Probably can't even log into Vimeo.
at HD
Duh.
Fatty, and that next podcast.
okay.
No, the most important thing
All right.
is find that fucking USA Today Bisbee
#1.
best small historic town and fucking vote.
We're #1. We're #1. We're #1. We're #1. We're #1.
Let him go.
Hot. I'm gonna rap a quick line or 16. Vote for one between Derrick the Reverend and Castle Rock Kenny, who's down for the tourists that make our town flourish. It's a no-brainer. Kenny for mayor. You guys made me too nervous.